Oh, we have a box. Box. All right, I'm gonna tell you of what's in this box. Are you ready to open it with me? I think you guys are gonna like this story. It's a good one. And it has to do with what's inside this box. Let's do it. Box. What do you think's in the box? Okay, I gotta get mug. This is one of my favorite coffee mugs. A large reason it's my favorite coffee mug, it's a great mug, for sure. I mean, the size is great. It's not too big, it's not too small. I love the shape of it. I love the handle. I like the little thumb thing right there. So there's a lot of reasons this mug is great. But even more than that is the story behind this mug and what I think of when I use this mug. Okay, one more thing I gotta go do. Wait, while I'm done, you can look at them. Okay. Oh man, the battery's dying. Okay, so a few years ago, probably like 6-7 years ago, I went on a solo road trip from Minnesota to Montana. So I just wanted to go snowboarding, and none of my friends could go. And I just want to go to the mountains, I want to go snowboarding. So I left Minnesota in early morning, drove all the way out to a friend of mine lives in Missoula, Montana, and stayed out there with him for a few days. Had a great time, snowboarded with him, got to see Missoula a little bit, super fun. Then on the way back, I've always wanted to, oh, I gotta be quiet, riders. I've always wanted to go to Big Sky and snowboard at Big Sky. So on the way back, I allowed for a day where I would stop at Big Sky. And so on the way there, I saw this big sign that said coffee shop and pottery studio, all in one. I was like, okay. And this was before I was still throwing pots in my parents', I had a little tiny studio in my parents' house. So I bought Mocha Monkey, I own the coffee shop, but my studio was at my parents' house. So I wasn't even living there, but I was still had to go throw pots there and stuff. So just wasn't really working well. So I stopped at this coffee shop that had a pottery studio inside of it. And it was this light bulb went off. I thought, well, why don't I just put my studio inside of Mocha Monkey in the basement? Which now seems like, duh, obviously, why didn't I think of that before? But it took me finding this little coffee shop. So I spent 2 hours there. I talked to the owner, I talked to one of the potters that was there, and their pottery was super cool. And this was it. So I bought this mug. This mug had a huge, this pottery studio that I bought this mug had a huge influence on me. So I got back, I cleared out all the crap from that studio. That studio had crap from 120 years of just being an old house, just crap everywhere. So cleared all that stuff out. That took a month by itself. Put more electricity for the kiln, put lights in there, put shelves, and now painted the floor. And now it's the studio that you guys see all the time. So it all came from that solo road trip to Montana. Okay, so that leads me to the package. So I thought, the other day I was just looking at the bottom of this mug, and on the bottom it says, if you can see right here, it says mountain-art.com, right? Yeah, mtn.art.com. So I looked at it, and they have a great website with a ton of pottery for sale. And I was like, that is so cool. Because I'm kind of thinking about how am I gonna get my website started? How am I gonna ship pottery all over the country and the world? Because I really want to do that. So I thought, they had a big enough influence on me that I think I need to buy a piece from them. So I found a mug on their website. And that's what's in here. So we're gonna unbox it, check it out. So I wanna learn a couple things, how do they ship their mugs? What other promotional material do they have in there? Is that all I wanna learn? I just wanted to support them too. I just wanted to support the art that they sell, and because it was a great studio and I learned so much from them. Pretty sure that, how I have that big drill with that paint mixer that I use with my glazes? I got that from them. I saw the guy there just had these big buckets of glazes, and then he would just go to mix them up, whereas before I was just using one of those things, and that's been lifesaver. I love that hack. Get a drill with a paint mixer. That's another video I wanna make, 5 pottery hacks for pottery studios. Oh, hey, kitty. Okay, I gotta switch the battery, and then we're gonna unbox this mug. I'm excited. Bye, kitty. Okay, so they had an air thing. And then they just really wrapped it up in bubble wrap. Huh. And then Mountain Arts Pottery. And it is cool, it's a sweet location. I mean, it's right like at the base. Well, it's not right at the base, but it's like right outside of Big Sky. Which then I did go snowboarding after I like had coffee, and then I went snowboarding, and pretty much all I could think about was, how am I gonna build a studio in Mocha Monkey? Like, wow. So then, I'm pretty sure I left the slopes early, and then I stopped at the coffee shop Pottery Studio, Mountain Arts Pottery, again on the way home. All right, so they taped it up really good. I'm just gonna, all right, so like maybe 3 layers of bubble wrap. So Mountain Arts Pottery, they have a ton of pottery on their website for sale. I got pretty much the same mug, just a little different color, because I kind of wanted it to like match. So it's kind of this red. It's pretty cool. That's awesome. I really like their style of pottery. I mean, it's very different from mine, which it's always nice to use pottery from other potters. Because you learn more about like what do you like about their pots, what do you like about your pots that other potters don't do. Okay, seriously. All right, so like probably thick bubble wrap. Look at that. That is neato. I'll take some pictures. So, and then they have a little made in Montana. All of our stoneware is handmade in our Montana studio. We hope you enjoy your heirloom piece for many years to come. Cool. So yeah, they do this kind of style where they, like you can see, even looks kind of different actually. This one's kind of got more of a shininess to it. This though, their style is to like kind of, I think they dip like the top and then they leave like a layer unglazed, and then they'll dip the bottom, and then they like kind of like pour or like somehow get this other glaze in between, so then there is a little bit of overlap between both of them. But yeah, it was interesting. I learned a ton. Like I spent a while with their potter that was glazing, and I got home and I tried a few of the techniques that he used, and some of them kind of worked, but I didn't. I just kind of like kept going with my own style. Cool, I'm excited to drink out of this mug. Anyway, this is part of my process with how I'm thinking about an online store and how I'm thinking about shipping pottery all over the place to you. If you wanna buy some of my pottery, it's coming. It is coming. That's it for this video. That was a fun little unboxing. If you have any questions about the studio, the story of me driving to Montana, comment below. Let me know what they are. It was a fun trip. It obviously impacted me a lot. So thanks, Mountain Arts Pottery. You guys do great work. Ironically, I am sending out this mug to one of my patrons, Cass Forsberg. We give away pottery on the Patreon page to thank everyone for supporting John the Potter. So this month, Cass Forsberg is getting this mug. So I'm gonna use all that packing gear that I just got from my mug to pack this one up and ship it to Cass. So congratulations, Cass. If you're interested in winning pottery every month, head over to that Patreon page. Let's pack it up. All I have is this rainbow tape, so that's what we're gonna use. I feel confident that if that got thrown around, it would still be okay. Okay, riders up, so this video's over. See you in the next one. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like this video, check out the Patreon page, and we'll see you in the next video.